guys, it's your girl T. So Monday night, I had no idea the Love and Hip Hop was premiering. I just happened to log on to Twitter and folks was like, T, are you watching Love and Hip Hop New York? I wasn't at the time, but as soon as y'all said that, I went ahead and tuned into VH1's Love and Hip Hop New York. And this season opening did not fail to disappoint us. It had all types of fuckery, ratchetness, and a bunch of new characters to dissect through. So a lot of people asked me if I'm going to recap Love and Hip Hop New York, and at first I wasn't going to, but there was so much fuckery in the first episode that I had to do a recap. So let's go ahead and get the recap started right now. So in the opening scene, we see our favorite fake-ass lesbians, Erica Mena and Sin Santana. So basically, Erica's making Sin breakfast in bed. So as I'm watching this scene with Erica bringing Sin breakfast in bed, I'm thinking to myself, hold up, bitch. I thought you was engaged to Bow Wow. I thought just a few months ago you said, I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like women's no more. I like men's. When I tell y'all, I swear to God, I cannot take Love and Hip Hop seriously. This woman is all over social media, showing off her ring, showing off the fact that she's not gay no more, and that she's with Bow Wow and all this bullshit. But then in the opening scene, we see her back with Sin. Sin is upset and mad at Erica because she feels like, you know what, Erica keeps playing it up for the cameras, and that she was really pissed out that Erica kissed Bow Wow on 106 in Park. And Erica's like, I'm just doing that, you know, for my fans, and you know me, I don't have no chill, and you know, sometimes I forget. And Sin's like, that's fucked up. How do you forget that you're in a relationship with me and you're sitting here making out with him on TV? So Erica swears up and down that she's done playing games and that she wants Sin to move in with her, and that she's no longer going to flirt or mess around with guys, that she just wants to be with Sin. Sin is where her heart is. She stopped messing with Rich altogether. So that whole situation was just a mess. Like I've said from jump, I've never taken these two fake-ass lesbians seriously. To me, Erica's just trying to pull a storyline. Two sexy lesbians who look like damn sisters, just looking for attention. Neither Sin and Erica are gay. They're just doing this simply for a storyline on Love and Hip Hop New York. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we have Yandy and Mendeecees, and once again, Yandy's crying, and oh, I can't wait to see Mendeecees. They just took him away from me, and he's been locked up. And the last time I seen Mendeecees when I dropped him off at the jail in Rochester, and he's been sitting in jail ever since, and it's not right. You know, they took him away from us. They took him away from his sons, and he's missed Amir growing up, and he's missed those vital first years, and you know, this is just not fair. And I'm sitting there looking at this bitch like, would you shut the hell up, Yandy? Why does this bra act like Mendeecees is some type of political prisoner? Like, bitch, he's not Nelson Mandela. He's Mendeecees. He was caught with a bunch of work. He was caught with millions of dollars worth of heroin and cocaine distribution, okay? He was one of the biggest dope boys in New York City. They've been watching this man for years. Yandy knew what time it was. Yandy knew he was a dope boy. Stop trying to play crazy and act like him being in jail is some type of conspiracy and that it's not fair that you have to come out of pocket $600,000 to bail him out. I mean, I like Yandy. I mean, I respect Yandy as a businesswoman. You know what I'm saying? She graduated college with honors. She seemed like she's about her shit when I first seen her on Love and Hip Hop New York first season. But to me, she's no different than the rest of these hood rats on here running behind some thug-ass dude who's in and out of jail. She's not making the smartest decisions. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to shade Mendeecees because I understand sometimes you got to do what you feel like you need to do in life. And if you feel like you need to move heroin and move cocaine, then damn it, you do that, okay? That's your business. But once you get popped and you have to do time, then go do your time. Like, I don't understand why they're trying to make it seem like somehow he's just been unjustly accused when his brother and everybody else who was popped off with him, they've been sentenced to 5 years. So obviously there's some truth to the mix. So obviously there's some truth to the shit that's going on when everybody around you ends up serving time, but you're out on bail due to your girlfriend, you know, having money and being able to bail you out. And at the end of the day, he made the decision to be a part of the drug game, and these are some of the consequences that come with that. So stop trying to act like he's innocent and like you have no idea why this man is locked up. Anyways, moving on to the next scene, because Yandy done pissed me off with them damn crocodile ass tears, okay? The next thing we have Peter Guns and Amina Caterpillar. So Amina Caterpillar is glowing. She's 5 months pregnant by Peter Guns, and they're gonna go find out what the sex of their baby is. Peter Guns says he really doesn't care because why? This is baby number 8. When that motherfucker said baby number 8, I was like, what? But the way he said it, he was just so calm about the situation. He was like, man, it don't even matter because this is baby number 8. I got boys, I got girls. And I'm like, this man is damn near 50 years old. His oldest child is in his 20s. Poor Corey Guns don't know if he's coming or going. He's looking to his father to be a role model. He wants his father in his life. But his father's too busy trying to be a 50-year-old hood booger. I mean, the fact that this man has 8 children by several different women and to be in this ratchet little triangle, to me just makes no sense. And the fact that Amina would even allow herself to get pregnant by him, knowing how he's done his other baby's mothers and how he's not involved in the other children's lives, it just shows you how delusional this chick is and how low her self-esteem is. But with that being said, they found out that they're having a girl. So Amina's ecstatic. She's like, I knew it was going to be a girl. I knew she was going to, be beautiful like me. And we just need to be together. And we just need to be a family. And Peter's like, bitch, hold up now. About that family thing, Tara is still upset. Tara don't want you to be around her boys. So we need to figure out how we're going to do this, because I feel like my boys need to meet their sister and vice versa. And Amina's like, I'm cool with that, but you're not taking my baby to Tara's house since Tara won't allow me to meet your boys. It's only fair. Until I can meet your boys, you cannot take the baby to Tara. So basically, Peter Guns is stuck in a no-win situation. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we meet the newest cast member, and her name is Diamond Strawberry, honey. And when I tell you that name sounds like a stripper name, I don't know what the hell her mama was thinking. Now, she is Daryl Strawberry's daughter, so that's where she gets the last name Strawberry. But of all the names out there, you could have named your child something else. How about Diana Strawberry? How about Dina Strawberry? How about Deanna Strawberry? Why Diamond Strawberry? It sounds like she was just born to just, rock a stripper pole. So anyways, Diamond's on there, and she's basically talking about how she lives in LA and her boyfriend lives in New York. And as you guys all know, long distance relationships can be very hard, especially when you're not with that person every day. But she has finally decided that she wants to leave everything in LA and go move to New York to pursue her modeling dreams and to run after this man named Cisco. She said that she wants to go to New York to be a booty model, to be a video vixen, and to be on King Magazine, because that's the only type of modeling gig she's going to get with her body type. So I'm going to need her to have several seats trying to act like she has this huge promising career, like she's Cynthia Bailey or some shit. Okay? Thank you. So anyways, we end up meeting Cisco. He flies into New York, and these two are talking about how they're so in love. They've been together for 2 years. And I'm like, hold up, this fool Cisco looks kind of familiar. And then, I'm saying, I noticed that Cisco is dating Jennifer from Basketball Wives. You guys remember 2 years ago, Cisco was Jennifer's little rebound. So my thing is, how was he dating you in a serious relationship for 2 years, but he's at all these VH1 shows with Jennifer from Basketball Wives? And then it just seemed like Cisco was not comfortable with her moving from LA to New York. He wasn't happy in the least. He wasn't like, I can't wait, we'll finally be together, you know what I'm saying, I want your daughter to come. It's like when she said she was moving to New York, his face turned. He looked like the New York version of Molly Ma. He looked disgusted. Like, hold up now, she wants to move to New York, she's about to really blow up my spot, I can't have this. And I'm sitting here like, this is something that you've been with for 2 years, that you want him to propose to you and marry you, but yet and still he doesn't seem like he's happy at all that you're taking that leap from LA to New York. So that whole scene to me just threw me the hell off. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we had Tara, and Tara is looking beautiful as ever. We see her running through the street. She's getting her workout on, and she's announced that her and her boys have moved into a new apartment. So obviously those checks from Love and Hip Hop New York from last season paid off, because now she's able to move out the projects and get her own apartment with her boys. So they're moving in, and in the meantime, she's working out. She wants to feel good about herself, so she hired Yandy's cousin to be her personal trainer. And if you guys remember, Maurice is the one that Mendeecees ended up punching last season, because he was really pissed out that Maurice was running his mouth to Yandy and whatever else. So they're sitting there working out, and all of a sudden there's a knock on the door, and it's Peter Guns. He's coming to see his boys and take them to school, but not before telling Tara that he misses her and that he has a baby girl coming on the way with Amina. And Tara's looking at him like, bitch, what is you telling me that shit for? I don't give two shits about what you got going on with Amina, what the sex of y'all's child is. I don't care. And Peter's like, you know what, you have to get over this. You know what I'm saying? This baby's coming. You have to accept it. I want my boys to know their little sister. And Tara's like, no, that's not okay. The boys don't even know that you don't even live here. The boys don't even understand it. So I'm supposed to tell the boys that you have a new wife, you have a new family. It makes no sense. But I'm thinking to myself, like, Tara, how low is your self-esteem that you would even let this man come in the house? How low is your self-esteem that the boys still think that he lives there? Those boys are not 1 and 2 years old. Those boys are old enough, they're in school. she can make it very clear to those boys that her and their father are no longer together, and that he no longer lives in the household. If that was me, I'd be meeting Peter Guns in the park with my boys so he could walk the boys to school. You would not be in my house. You would not be filling up on me, trying to kiss up on me. What he did to her was foul as hell, and it almost seems like part of her is still very much in love with him. She's trying to play the tough girl role. You can tell that part of her is very much still in love with Peter Guns, but the whole situation is just sickening to me that this man just thinks that he has it like that to go back and forth between these two women. But again, people do what you allow them to do, and being that Tara allows him to kind of come in and out and, you know, play crazy and still try and act like he's a family with Tara. So that's on Tara. I can't feel too bad for her because she's allowing this shit to go on. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we have this woman named Chrissy, and Chrissy is supposedly a model manager, and she manages some of the baddest models in the industry in New York, supposedly. And so she's there in her apartment. We're getting to know her, and she's saying that that's her job. She used to be a madam and things like that. She used to work in the escort business, you know, basically pimping out girls. But that was a long ass time ago. She's changed her stripes, and now she's just modeling, and now she's just managing models. So while she's in her apartment, her boyfriend comes through, and his name is Chink. Chink is some type of producer. He produced for, you know, Murder Inc. He reminds me of Ja Rule. He reminds me of an old ass version of Ja Rule. And basically, he's still married, but he's saying that, you know, he's working on divorcing his wife. Chrissy's becoming impatient. She's like, you know what, you need to get this set in stone. You know, I'm ready for us to move on and move together. But she has no problem sleeping with him while he's still married to his ex-wife. And he's telling Chrissy that, you know what, you need to understand that this is a really delicate situation. I'm trying to get my divorce finalized. I got kids. You just got to be patient. Chrissy claims that she's willing to be patient, but she wants everything done as soon as possible, but she's willing to hold him down up until then. So that whole situation is ratchet within itself. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we have Yandy, and Yandy's walking with little Mendeecees, and basically he's taking acting classes. And so she's talking to him, you know, like basically, you know, who do you want to invite to your acting program? Who do you want to come? And she's basically planned a little surprise for Mendeecees to creep up and surprise him. So as she's talking to little Mendeecees, big Mendeecees walks up and basically taps her on the shoulder, and he turns around and he's just in shock, and he's like, oh my God, Dad, it's Dad. And he starts crying, and Mendeecees is like, what you crying for, man? I'm back. Why you crying? He's like, I missed you, Dad. That, you know, like, bitch, why do you mean? Why is he crying? He's crying because you've been out of his life for a year, and he's used to waking up and seeing you in his life every day of his life. And you haven't been in his life. Of course he's gonna cry. He's a little kid. So this tugged at a lot of people's heartstrings. A lot of people feel really, really bad for the entire family dynamic. Me being who I am, I didn't give two shits. The only person I felt bad for in the entire situation was a little boy. You know what I'm saying? As adults, we have to make better decisions because everything we do affects our children. You know what I mean? So I don't feel bad for Mendeecees and Yandy's ratchet ass situation. But I definitely feel really bad for little Mendeecees. This man is looking at a lot of time. So if that year affected that little boy, imagine when he goes away for upwards of 5 to 10 years. What's that going to do to little Mendeecees? So that whole situation it did not sit well with me at all. It made me sad. It made me pissed off. The fact that, you know, this little boy loves him so much, and he clearly loves his son. You know, I'll give him that. He clearly loves his son, but he made just way too many poor decisions without thinking about how this would affect his family, how this would affect his son, his baby's mother, and Yandy. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, Yandy decides to plan a welcome home party for Mendeecees, and Rich Dollar's there, Chrissy's there, everybody's there. But let me bring it back a notch. Are we all just gonna pretend like Yandy ain't pregnant? Are we all just gonna pretend like Mona Scott didn't go back and refilm all this shit? Okay, Mendeecees got out in late spring, so like about March, around that time. So about that time, it's kind of warm in New York. So that's about the time he got out. She's not pregnant, and she's clearly pregnant now. But in this footage, she clearly looks like she's about 3 months pregnant. You can see her stomach. She's trying to hide it with these weird tops and crop tops and everything. But you can tell Yandy's clearly pregnant. So my thing is that they go back and reshoot these scenes. It's like the things that make you go, with reality television. Everything's scripted, nothing makes sense, and everything is clearly out of sync. So anyways, Rich Dollar goes up to Chrissy and basically says that, you know, he's trying to start some new line. I don't know what the hell Rich Dollars is selling now. I don't even know why the hell Rich Dollars is still on this damn show. But he wants Chrissy to get him some models for his new modeling line, new liquor line, whatever the hell he's trying to put together. And Chrissy said that she's down to help Rich Dollars any way that she can. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we have Chrissy, and Chrissy's there with Rich Dollars, and they're going through a bunch of models. They have some of the baddest models, supposedly, in New York, coming through, showing off their bodies, twirling, doing 360s, and looking super cute and super sexy for Rich's new line. So Rich Dollars excuses himself to go talk to Erica Mena. And Chrissy has an issue with Erica Mena because she feels like Erica disrespected her and was talking shit about her at some club and was acting like she didn't know who Chrissy was. So Chrissy has a lot of vendetta towards Erica. But Rich Dollars, you can tell this is all a setup because Rich Dollars invites Erica to come to the spot where him and Chrissy are at so he can talk to Erica. Erica's upset because she feels like Rich shitted her out of money when she made that flop of an album. Rich is like, we didn't make no money off your album, so there's really nothing to talk to you about or to tell you because if anything, I'm in the red. I lost money fucking with you. I did this because you were my girlfriend and you really wanted a career in music. So I put my neck out there. I tried to help you out, but I lost money. And so as Eric and him is talking, Chrissy's like, fuck this. Don't nobody just leave me to do the dirty work. You know what I'm saying? Where the hell is Rich? He's been gone now for about 5 minutes. So Chrissy gets up and she walks out there. And the first person she sees is Erica Mena. And she's like, yo, Rich, what the fuck is up? How you just gonna leave, you know what I'm saying, in the middle of business and go talk to somebody else? And Erica's like, well, he's handling business over here with me. And she's like, you don't know who I am, Chrissy? And Chrissy's like, yes, bitch, I know exactly who you are. Chrissy flips out on Erica Mena. This is one chick I can say definitely put Erica Mena in her place. You know what I'm saying? Erica Mena tried to pop off and get mad. Chrissy's like, you a non-singing bitch. You was a prostitute. You used to escort for me. I made money off your ass. And Erica's like, bullshit. You didn't make no money off of me. You know what I'm saying? I was never no escort. So that whole situation is crazy. Now, while Chrissy's trying to shade Erica and call her escort, I'm sorry. But looking at Chrissy, she looked like she used to turn some tricks back in the day her damn self. I believe that Erica could have been an escort, but I also believe that Chrissy was an escort as well, not just a madam. So that whole situation was just ratchet and crazy as hell. Moving on to the next scene. On the next scene, we have Mendeecees. So to make a long story short, basically Mendeecees whisk Yandy away to Las Vegas. He gets her this bomb-ass room at the Caesar's Palace place, and basically they're there, and he's showing her, you know, his token of appreciation. And I'm sitting here like, okay, this fool just got out a few days ago. Where did he get the money to whisk her away to Vegas? And better yet, this man is on federal probation. How the hell did he get a pass to go out to Vegas? He should be on somebody's house arrest. So that's how you know a lot of this shit is scripted. A lot of this shit is for TV. And I feel like they're giving him a lot of leeway because he's on this show. Because if this was anybody else, they could not leave the state of New York and go any damn where. I just found the whole situation crazy, ratchet, and made me give them the side eye. So anyways, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on the first episode of Love and Hip Hop New York. This show is as ratchet as it comes. There was a lot of fuckery that went down on Monday night. It's like, I just can't. You know, I don't know how long these series are going to go on for. All we can do is go on ahead and watch it throughout the season and see what happens. So anyways, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. And if you're not following me, make sure you follow me. I'm at LovelyT on Twitter. And I'm LovelyT2002 on Instagram. And I will be live tweeting Love and Hip Hop New York on Mondays. So make sure you tune in and you check me out. All right. Deuces.